Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, fast track approval given to New Hampshire Drug Treatment Center opening February 2nd in Effingham. A new drug treatment center is opening on February 2nd in the recently sheltered Lakeville New Neurology Center, having received fast-track approval from the state officials. The 75-bed facility will be run by the same organization that runs the New Freedom Academy, a treatment center in Canterbury, and the Granite House in Derry, a sober living halfway house for men. Heroin Hell, Northampton family telling story about addiction in hopes to educate New Hampshire teens. Logan Curry of Northampton struggles with heroin addiction. She has been in and out of rehab facilities 12 times. Twice she overdosed and nearly died. Most recently, she participated in the Intervention 911 program made famous by the television show. But her mother, Tina, says her 28-year-old daughter dropped out of the program and is now staying with a friend in California. Freedom, free speech or hate speech? Viewers react to argument about Muslims outside New Hampshire Donald Trump rally. A college protester got into an argument with a Trump supporter about whether all Muslims are terrorists as a crowd gathering outside Concord High School on Monday for Donald Trump's appearance there. Update. Manchester cruise. Battle fire. Cold temps after possible squatter starts blaze. Fire crews in Manchester were called out to 49 West Street in Manchester at 5 a.m. Thursday morning. The call came in from a passerby who said the two-family home was on fire. The home has been vacant over the past few weeks, and crews say the utility have been shut off. Photos. Police still investigating a car crash that leveled a shed in Manchester. Manchester police are investigating a car that slammed into a shed this afternoon at 250 Dunburn Road. According to neighbors, it seemed like two cars were racing, and then they had heard a loud noise. Part of Route 125 closing for a short time Saturday morning in Rochester. Route 125 in Rochester will be closed to traffic between the Brock Street and Old Dover Road intersection on Saturday from 7 to 11 a.m. A new pedestrian bridge is being installed over the Coahara River. D. Strong New England rallying around terminally ill 8-year-old whose wish is to be famous. Rhode Island, New England is crying D. Strong. An 8-year-old little boy from Rhode Island with incredible cancer has a wish. It's not to go to Disney World, and it's not to meet a Boston athlete. Dorian Murray just wants to be famous, and he's getting there. Fisherman in court to protest at sea motoring cost shift. A group of East Coast fishermen who are challenging the federal government about the cost of at-sea motoring is due for a hearing in court. New England fishermen will have to start paying the cost of sea motors soon under new rules. Fishermen challenging the rules are due in U.S. District Court in Concord on Thursday for a hearing on their motion for an injunction. Senate passes 30-day residency requirement for voting. New Hampshire Senate has once again passed a 30-day residency requirement for voting, a measure Democratic Governor Maggie Hassan is likely to veto. Salem police release photo of suspect in early morning convenience store robbery. Police are investigating an overnight robbery at the 7-Eleven store on Clough Crossing Road and have released a surveillance photo in an effort to identify the suspect. Police say they got a call at 1:20 a.m. reporting a robbery. The store clerk said the man walked into the store and demanded he open the cash drawers. The man had one hand in his pocket, leading the clerk to fear he had a weapon. The clerk complied with the demand, and the man fled the store with an undisclosed amount of cash. The suspect is described as a white man about 5 foot 10 inches to 6 feet tall, weighing about 180 and 200 pounds, and dressed in a black jacket with a hoodie, a black scarf around his face, and mustached gloves, one black and white and another black and blue. Anyone with information about the incident or suspect is asked to call Salem Police Investigation Service Unit. New commander announced for Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. Captain David S. Hunt has been taped to serve as the 85th commander of the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard, replacing current commander Captain William Green starting this summer. Man charged with driving drunk on walkways through Revere University campus in Nashua. Police arrested a man Wednesday night who they say was driving drunk on Chapel Quad at Revere University. Grand jury indicts Exeter woman who police say was on drugs when she crashed into a school bus. A grand jury has indicted an Exeter woman accused of being on drugs when she crashed her car into a school bus in May last year. Snowstorm threatens East Washington, Baltimore under blizzard warnings. United Airlines announced it would suspend flights at its Washington-Dallas International Airport hub and other mid-Atlantic airports starting Friday afternoon. Amtrak also announced a modified schedule in the Northeast because of the impending storm. Governor Tom Wolf has declared a state of emergency in Pennsylvania, joining Tennessee, Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina. The Ted Cruz pile-on, GOP senators warn too relevant should he win nomination. Republican Party leaders and prominent senators are sharpening their knives against Ted Cruz, expressing growing alarms over his candidacy as he continues to mount a serious threat to Iowa. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.